Right, how we doing, guys? The fly that I'm going to tie here this evening is the hackle-black young pretender. Now, I've had a lot of interest in this fly on Facebook. People private message me asking me to tie them this fly and etc, etc. And I must say, this fly, this and the hackle-black stone gold, this is probably my two favourite flies of all time. Two of my favourite flies to catch trout on. It's just, this and the hackle-black stone gold, it's just these two flies, these can turn boring days and they absolutely phenomenal days. If you're away in the hills or you're fishing anywhere in the wilderness and you get a decent ripple in the water, these two flies just seem to perform all the time. The number of fish that they catch is phenomenal. And listen, don't take my word for it. See anybody that fishes along me, if you're following my channel, then by now you know who Kenny is and you know who Chris is, and you'll know who John Wilson is, and they've all seen this fly in action. They use it themselves. They've seen the results that it produces. It's just these flies catch a phenomenal amount of fish. And now before I go any further, I learned about this pattern from the hackle-black fly fisher. And Andy, if you're watching, as always, Paul, you know I have the utmost respect for your talent and your abilities. I really do. I think this man's a genius, guys. He's known on YouTube as the hackle-black fly fisher. Go on, watch his videos, watch his tying videos, because the flies that this man is producing, there's no doubt about it. They just catch a lot of fish. That's the only way I can describe it. They catch a lot of fish. Now, I tie this fly slightly more unorthodox than Andy ties it. Slightly bigger, overdressed, bigger hackles and that. But that's just my style of tying. But I've learned this pattern from Andy. On YouTube, he's known as the hackle-black fly fisher. Honestly, guys, get on, look at his channel, watch his videos, watch his fly tying videos. Anything that that man ties on his channel, it catches fish. It catches fish. And the reason I don't know that is because any fly that he's tied, I've tied it and I've tried it, and any time that I've tried it, I've caught fish. And I don't mean just one or two fish, guys. I mean, this is the difference on going on a day's fishing and catching maybe anything between 10 and 20 trout, and then you're going and you're tying. I've tied up this style of flies and I've tried them, and you're going from catching 20 trout to catching between 40 and 50 trout. That's how good these flies are. So let's get this one back in the vise. This is one I've prepared there. So what I did there, sorry guys, before I go any further, I'll catch these up. I'm tying on a Kamasan B175 size 12. Tie down the shank, black tying silk, touch and turns the whole way down. Applied a flat silver tinsel tag to layers of the fly, and I varnished it. I took the one that I varnished out and I swapped it in for one that I've already varnished and is already dried. And I'm just going to tie back on now to the shank of the hook. Trim away that excess. And let's get on with the time. And as I say, folks, this is one of my favourite flies to catch fish on. It just works that good all the time. If you get a nice decent ripple in the water, this and the hackle-black stone gold and the unorthodox palmered cock, these is the flies that I'll have in my cast all the time. Just loop that between my finger and thumb, pull it down, tie it in, 1, 2, just to secure it. Now, see that before you actually lock that off and tie it in, what you're able to do is position it where you want it to be. Now, See that lovely big sweeping curve? That's what you're looking for. See, once you have that, then you know that's time to lock it on. Right, I'm just going to come back down. Before I trim that off and even out the body, I'm going to add the second part of the tail. What that is golden pheasant crest. It's just a natural golden pheasant crest, and this is a dyed red golden pheasant crest. You want the two tops to match up. Hold it, finger on your thumb, pinch it, lock it on. 1, 2, and then just, oh, now look at that. How beautiful is that? Look at them two tied on together. Now, before I go any further, you can see yourself, just screams trout. It just screams fish. Now, I'll wind that the full length of the body, cut it with my scissors at an angle so it creates a taper, and then what you're doing is you're avoiding the bulk at the end of the fly. And that's a decent field trick. So it is. There we are, wind that on and then come back down. Now what I'm going to tie onto the fly is the rib. Normally what I would use a silver wire. I haven't got any silver wire left, so what I'm going to use a copper wire. I'm a big fan of using the copper. I just believe it gives the fly that extra wee glow, that extra wee glare and glint in the water. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some beeswax to my tying silk. Sorry, I should have had this sitting ready for some. Don't know why that I haven't. There we are. There it is. I'm going to apply some beeswax to the tying silk, and then the body of this fly is done with black silver. So there's my beeswax. And apply it to the tying silk. And what have I done with it? There we are, found it. Found my black silver. So I thought that was going to be a disaster. I couldn't find it. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Here we go. So as I said, black silver is the body on this fly. That's more than enough. I like to dip it on nice and tight, so that when you're winding up, it gives you a nice tight body. So start very bottom, work the way up, nice even touching turns. And if you get the point of no return, just one turn back and then one turn forward again. Now the body hackle of this fly consists of red badger. It's a red badger cock hackle, and it's this black and red. It goes along with the yellow and gold in the tail. This is one of the key factors in the fly. Honestly, it's just the results that it gives you in the water. It's just, look, I can sit here and bum all these flies up all day, and you can think, oh, this boy's just bumming his own flies up, this, that, and whatever. But just, you need to take my word for it. Just tie them up, get out there, try them. Yeah, you have no idea how well these kind of flies work. And as always, what I'll do is put first two turns around the head, and then work my way down the body towards the tail. Last 2, last 3, and then last 4 turns down the body of the fly. That's loads. So what I'll do then, bring that copper wire around. Bring it round the body of the arch end of the fly. Sorry, change that over. There we go. That's gonna work better. Nearly done that arch from elbow there. There we go. Lock that hackle in. and then just on evenly spaced turns, just wiggle your copper wire all the way up the body. The reason that you wiggle it is so that you don't lock the hackle fibres in. 1, 2, 3. Just space that over a wee bit more. There we go. That looks good to me. Pull that back, lock that in. There you are. That's your body hackle locked in. Just 1, 2 more turns. Just for a bit of extra security. Trim that off. Get rid of the excess from your hackle. Now, look at that. Right, and that's before I've even finished the fly off. You've got that lovely sweeping arc of your red and your natural golden pheasant crest. You've got the black and red of the badger, and you've got that shine of the copper rib. Now, we're going to add a wee bit of razzle-dazzle to the flight. This is not a necessity, but I do find that if you add the jungle cock cheeks, I've tied it with and without, right? Now, this fly will work without the jungle cock cheeks. There's no doubt about it, it will work, it will catch fish, no two ways about that. But I just find that the jungle cock cheeks just give it that extra wee bit of razzmatazz. It just seemed to work just that wee bit better. So, tied one on my side, I'm going to tie one on now on your side, another jungle cock cheek. And just 1, 2, 3, just locks that in. There you are. Well, looks good to me. Just going to trim away the excess. Whatever you've got left, pull that back. 1, 2, 3. That's everything locked in. Now, none of that's ever going to move. You take it from me, it won't move. Now comes the key element of the fly, and it's the head hackle. And what it is, it's a black hen hackle, and it's only a couple of turns that you need in this in the head, because you don't want to cover up the jungle cock cheeks too much. So, black hen hackle, tie it in on the side, lock it in, 1, 2, 3, and then just come right down towards the eye, trim your excess off, and you can see already it's just going to leave a lovely nice even head. So, right, there we go. Right, that's 1 full turn, that's 2 full turns, that's your second full turn right there. Now you're starting your third full turn. Bring it back up as if you're about to start a thorf. Tease the hackle fibres back, and then just lock that in. 1, 2. That's that locked in. That's not going to go anywhere now. Pull your stalk away, trim away, and then your black hen hackle fibres. Tease them all back. Tease it all back with your finger, toes all back, and then just tidy off with your head. There we go. There you are. And apart from your rope finish, that's the fly done. So you have the jungle cock, you have the double coloured tail, you have the double coloured body, badger hackle on the body, and the black hen on the head. Everything about this fly to me just screams trout. And as I say, I learned this pattern from the Hull Loch fly fisher, and my God, has it been responsible for a serious amount of fish. It really has. That's what I call it, the Hull Loch young pretender. Same as the Hull Loch stone goat. Just if you're getting into the hulls, you're getting into a bit of wilderness fishing, these is the kind of flies you want to be taking with you, especially in a big ripple. Honestly, I just can't see past them. They work that well. But listen, guys, please don't take my word for it. Just do yourselves a favour. Get these flies tied up. Get out there, get them in the water, and try them for yourselves to see how effective they are. And there you have it. That's the Hull Loch young pretender. One of my absolute favourite flies to catch fish on. It just works that well. Anyway, next time I do a video, guys, it's going to be away in the Highlands. Me and the muckers were away on Sunday. We're going up Fort William direction. A lovely big loch up there that we love fishing. We usually do really well on it. And if the condition suits, hopefully we get a good day's action. This will be one of the flies that's on my cast. Subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, leave comments, guys, in the videos, let me know what you think, and what I'm going to do. Listen, all you have seen so far, I have so much more in the locker to share with you. I really do. Keep watching the videos, keep showing me your support, guys. Honestly, I'll keep the content coming. But anyway, thanks very much, thanks for watching the video, and I promise you I have a lot more to come. As it stands, guys, anybody that's going to be out fishing this weekend, tight lines, and thank you very much for watching. Good night.